Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see what we got going on here. To do a Heritage Auctions and Pokemon auction stream. I'm just gonna try this out and see how it goes. Kind of go through some of these, just what's the auction block. Obviously, going through Heritage, I want to take a look at Goldin auction, see what's going on there, see where the prices are. Go through some of the PWCC stuff. And yeah, currently just changing the video name, I think. Not really sure what I just did. Now I just need to go and find like my live stream viewer. Oh, view and control room? Sounds about right. What's going on, Sean? Just got my chat pulled up. Let me know how this sounds. I was about to type something, but I guess I could just talk to you. Just going through again some of the live stuff. So this is Heritage Auctions, obviously. I'm gonna check out some of these video games. Donkey Kong for the 7800 Atari. Okay. Low grade. Nothing too fancy to look at. Sometimes it blows my mind that these can get such good seal grades, an A+ seal, but the box is trashed. It's pretty interesting. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Sean. Glad to hear it. Don't know what the delay is on this. YouTube's not receiving enough video. Interesting. So I'm going to probably turn this into some type of video that I did last week. Basically, last week I didn't record live. I was just recording this as it went and uploaded a video. Basically, it was like an hour-long video, but figure I'd do it live this time and answer any questions. Yeah, I feel you. Insert pause home. That's the I feel you. That it was definitely a struggle. Getting that 6.5 hurt pretty hard. Did not expect it. But I feel like they grade complete in box games a lot tougher than sealed games because they can pick it apart, right? So they're picking apart the everything, the cartridge, the box, the everything. So versus just looking at the seal and then trying to identify any box damage. It's a little tougher. So there's a benefit there. But the grading of that Super Mario 3 was like $300. It was a pretty fat L, which cost about $100 more than a sealed game cost to get graded. Because they're grading more stuff, it takes more time. How is the stream quality? Is it terrible right now? Because I did a test on this last time and it was pretty good. And this thing's telling me that it's dog bleep right now, but it looks pretty good. I don't know. Change the frames. I think there's only about should only be a couple second delay, but I could be wrong. Burger time. Let's go. 8.0. Nothing too special. Can I zoom in a little bit? There we go. It's a little better. Frame settings. That's good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, YouTube is definitely giving me a hard time on my stream health. Which Mario do you have, Sean? Is it the left bros, right bros? Apparently, I found out recently there's like 3 different variants of left bros, which is the earliest. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild. I'm gonna try and post this to my. I'll post this to my Instagram. Burger Time is still going. $60 for a graded game. That guy is about to lose some money. $65. Wow. All right. What? Did it work? Yeah, I'm not sure if that worked or not. Yeah, a lot of these Atari games sell for dirt dog cheap. So if you're just looking for a WATA game, holy cow, $70. Like they're just mass. There's a lot of these games out there. This is a Sega arcade game. Yeah, I don't even know. There's only a couple games I was trying to keep my eye on. So I guess the main thing that is it a left bros or a right bros, Sean? The only way to tell is this. It says the word bros right here. If it's on this side, it's a left bros because it's on the left side of the box. If it's over here, it's a right bros. The left bros is the earliest version of it because it covered his hand a little bit, then they changed it. There is some pretty good games coming up inside of this. It's always the NES, N64 stuff. I'm going to show you real quick. Yeah, there is a Super Mario Brothers 2. The biggest one on this one is probably going to be the Super Mario Brothers Black Box. This is an 8.5A. It's already at 15 grand. Pretty much anything Mario, Zelda, the big titles. You don't see a lot. Oh wow, this item has been withdrawn. That happens every once in a while. A lot of people don't put huge items in here. So there's a couple of Goldin eyes. Haven't seen those come up in a couple months probably. The Sapphire version I'm watching. It's why it's highlighted in yellow. Left Bros is pretty. That's sick, man. That's what both of mine are. Is the Left Bros. Super Smash Brothers 9.4A. That's pretty good. Yeah, so this Atari stuff is not for me. It's not usually my cup of tea. There's nothing really there for me. I looked at one time. There was a hockey game because I think I own the ice hockey for the NES in a 9.4, and I like hockey, so I wanted to get that. But pretty much Atari, I stay away from it most of the time. I actually don't know what Pokemon cards are about to be for sale in this. I haven't even looked at those. I don't remember. I'm gonna check my Instagram, see if this worked or not. Go to there. Bomberman. Profile. 2. Oh, that didn't work. Maybe you can't link your live YouTube. Gotta be able to, right? Gotta. Yeah, I'm trying. Bomberman 8.0 B+. So that game must not sell often because that was like over $500 with the buyer's premium. It's pretty wild. I don't want to check out these Goldin auctions while this is going slow. Stream URL, copy, edit. Yeah. You can't enter live stream on your bio for Instagram. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, the first edition PSA 10 Shadows are very scarce. I have been checking it out. Um, PWCC, I don't know if you've looked at their fixed prices, but they have decent priced PSA 9 first edition cards, like market, like slightly below market. Oh, it was down there. I had to scroll down a little bit. Search. Kings of the Beach. Yeah, so one interesting thing about these fixed prices on the PWCC website is that they put them in order as like when they're listed, which is cool. It's like these are the most recent, and then you got these cards. Ooh, did that go up? Ooh, he bumped the price. Wow. Oh no, those are recent ads. Yeah, so this dude's smoking dope. So what? I don't know why you even list them on here. This guy's at $19.99, PSA 9 first edition. There's not a, where was it? I thought there was another one. Yeah. So here's a Clefairy at the normal price, about $1,000. It's about $1,000 card. And this guy's got it up here for 4Gs. The same card, older cert. Just smoking dope. Metal Gear. There you go. So the OG Metal Gear. NES Ultra marks the first appearance. Yep. First appearance, Solid Snake, $3,000, $3,800. That's crazy. That's a sick looking title though. This box just presents well. It looks nice. So we're getting the NES games, so then the price is 10x over Atari, which is pretty wild. Oh, we're getting into some heat here. Yeah, I've been checking this PWCC marketplace quite a bit because they update it all the time. PSA 10. They have a lot of games in here, VGA games, whole bunch of stuff. There is so many of these games. Do not buy Mike Tyson's Punch Out for anything. I think the only Metal Gear Solid game I played with was Snake Eater for the PlayStation 2. It was pretty sick. Crawling around just everywhere. Sneaking around everywhere. PSA 10 Pokemon. What I want to look at. Hey, got my first like on the video. I appreciate it. Got any PSA 10 Black Star Zapdos for sale there, Sean? I have one, but could always use more. 1942. Popping off. Holy cow. I just tripled my likes. This is a good night. Got 3 likes. I can go to bed happy. PSA 10. So I just filtered in here PSA 10 Pokemon just to look at some of the most recent listed stuff. Yeah. $1,500 for my boy Zappy. Glad I still got mine. Yeah, 3:25 in the morning is absurd, bro. You need to go to bed. That's nuts. That's nuts. Sold all 3 birds together. Was it through YouTube? Because I feel like I saw that listing. I definitely saw that recently. Somebody did that. All right, Pac-Man. 7.5A. Yep. Yeah, Fern, exactly. So PWCC is its own separate thing. It's going to be right up there with Heritage and Goldin, but they have a lot more fixed price items. They have 65,000 fixed price items right now, and they're going to be doing their first like monthly auction next month for cards, which will be sick. No, it was eBay. Isn't that what I said? I swear to God, I said it was eBay. Yeah, PWCC. So usually they do like a 1 week block on eBay for their cards, like all the Pokemon stuff. But they're going to do a whole month this time on their own website, which is good. Gives them more time to get some notice. PSA 10 Victory Medal. Way out of my budget there, that's for dang sure. Wow. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Like inside a PWCC, I was making offers to this guy, and we were going back and forth on offers. It was just like eBay, which was pretty sick. I didn't close the deal. We were a little too far apart, but I wanted to do it also just to see what that experience was on PWCC, and it was pretty clean setup, very user friendly, that's for sure, which I like. Like anything compared to like VGA, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but submitting video games through there, you have to print out a piece of paper and fill all this stuff out by hand, scan it. It's a disaster, which is kind of why WADA replaced them, took off, started taking off, not replaced them. Rad Racer. Sold. Bam. Rainbow Islands. I need to buy this game. My wife would be pissed. She'd be so pissed. Alright. I need to post this on my Instagram story somehow. Let's figure this out. Go to my channel. Screenshot. Super Mario Brothers 2. It's a complete in box. That it? 340? That's not a bad deal if that goes. Wow. I should have bought that. That's not bad. Here we go. $22,800. WADA 8.5 A seal. Super Mario Brothers. This is definitely gonna be the highest selling game. This block. We're almost at $30,000. Posting it to my story. Yeah, chump change, bro. Yeah, I can't do it on a single game. 26. What did that go for? $31,200. I'd rather not. I can pay off my wife's student loans with all that money. I'm good. Posting it now, finally. Live on YouTube. Linked in bio. Yeah, so technically my first time live, but again, I'll probably snippet this and post the video to my YouTube like I did last week instead of kind of doing both the live and this. So post. Crazy. That's a lot of money for a video game. I can't. It's crazy that they're selling for more than that. It's absolutely wild. I don't get this stuff. I don't get the cartridge. Literally just the cartridge. It's I don't know. I can't sign up for this. There's so many of these, and it's only a 7.0, and it's currently at $260. It's just because it's a not for resale, so likely it was just like a sample given out, not used, and probably never came in an original box. So that's why it's up higher, but it just does not look nice. Like, at least some of these things look nice on a shelf. $370. Yeah, there's a lot of PSA 10 cards. Dude, why buy the English one when you get the Japanese one for just $2,000? The last English one was like 60. Crazy. There you go. Ninja Turtles. WADA 9.0 A. $7,200. This will go off pretty well too. It's pretty high grade, 9.6 A plus. This is for the NES also, but I feel like I've seen more of these. Still going, baby. Come on. I really am tempted to send a handful of stuff here into Heritage. The the $10,000 minimum requirement kind of blows, which is why PWCC and their vault will be probably could surpass Heritage in the future, especially with all the drama around the Heritage name. So, but PWCC also had some drama, right? So here's where the crazy stuff is. So this is the Goldin signature auction that's going off Sunday. This Sunday at like 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it has some fire, like crazy stuff. Batman #1 8.0 currently at almost $1 million. You got a $400,000 9.8 A++. That's recently sold for over $1 million. Sonic the Hedgehog. That one's popping off. Alright, I gotta go back to the live bidding. Cool. It's really strange they have all of these live auctions going off right now, because I feel like most of the time it's not all of these auctions. It's just like 1 or 2 auctions going off. Can't believe gold got withdrawn, man. I wanted to see this. Huh. Oh well. WWF WrestleMania 9.8 A++. You're not going to find a higher grade than that out there, and that is pretty dang nice. Going for $3,000 right now. There it goes. What was that final sale price? Holy shit! That's crazy, man. I can't. I cannot believe that stuff. Actually insane. Yeah, I cannot wait. Soon I'm gonna have a comic. I don't have any CGC comics yet, but I'm working on a trade for one, so it's in the cards. Yeah, I'm not sure, Dan, how people just left stuff in their closets and forgot about it, or had unopened cases because they own stores. It's basically what it boils down to. I found one lady posted something on Facebook Marketplace, like her sealed Pokemon Silver version. She had bought 2 for her 2 kids, and they only opened one of them. She set the other one in her closet for 23 years, and she just pulled it out and said she wanted to buy a fridge, so I bought it for $1,000, and that was $2,000 under market value when I bought it. So it's, people have them, just really unlikely. I wish I kept all my shit sealed too. Like even Halo 3, like Halo games, man, that stuff's insane. How fresh some of those games are. Like late 2000s, those games like BioShock sealed, all of that stuff is going crazy. PGX, I've seen it, and no, basically no. You'd maybe see one PGX out of every 100 water VGA games. It's pretty scarce. Yeah, this 7.0, this must be a newer, early production. There's the GoldenEye games coming up. Yeah, that's what blows my mind, is seeing sealed Halo games and Killzone and Call of Duty games sell for lots of money, and that's brand new to me. Like Grand Theft Auto games, like the originals with the security strips, are selling for insane money. 007 GoldenEye. $13,200 for a 9.0. I wonder how that one didn't really take off. I'm curious. This one, 9.6 A++, Player's Choice. So it's like the Game of the Year edition, right? It's a reprint. Yeah, Halo's pretty hyped up there. One of the not about overrated, but it's definitely got a lot of eyes on it and a lot of people holding some of their stuff. I'm gonna take a look at this game and see how this compares to last sold listings. This one sold for $12,600. Let's see. There's the big Carl Jobs video. See how bad it, or at all, if it's affecting these prices. So 9.0 A plus, 12 grand. Player's Choice. Not really any comps. So that's almost in line. So this is a 9.0 A plus for 12.6. This is a 9.4 A plus plus for 22.8, which that's a much nicer looking game. I'd say it's ball's right in line in my eyes. Dragon Ball Z. Did anybody play this game on a Game Boy Advance? I don't think so. Still crazy money for a Game Boy game, man. That's $700? Jeez. $600? What am I looking at? $576? Oh, okay. You played that game? Oh my gosh. People love it. I'd never have been a Dragon Ball Z guy, but everything else, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, that's about it actually, not everything else. Pokemon Leaf Green. Yeah, same, bro. I was all over Silver. I played this game. This reminds me of, I was like middle school times playing this game. Came with what, I forget what that is. It's like the wireless trade adapter. Yeah, the horror Mega Man games for sure, man. They're those things are always popping off. Gotta thank PewDiePie for all those the horror games, breaking that open. But I'm sure he wasn't the first one. He was just the biggest one, right? So he played the crap out of those horror games. This is Resilient. Wow, $5,700. This is a decent grade. 6,000. $6,000. This game was $40. Yeah, teachers suck. Always taking Pokemon away. Remember those teachers trading Pokemon cards with us? Probably robbing us. 9.0 A. Yeah, man, I want this game. I played this game more than... This is the first game I ever got a legit level 100 Pokemon in. A, 1500. That's the lowest, yeah. I want a 9.4. As you can see with even this game, like a 9.4 versus a 9.0, it's double the price. This was a good deal. But yeah, price had gone up a little bit since the last one. Oh, it's 9.4. That was a 9.0. Yeah, that's about right. That's crazy. Yeah, middle school teachers, man, they're any teachers suck. God bless them, though. They do not make any money that they should. That's for damn sure. My wife's got a teaching degree, and it would not pay for our child care, so she stays at home. So I get why they're hustling Pokemon cards. That's for sure. I would do the same thing. My poor, this poor guy at Z&G Emporium recently bought this game for $1,300. And it was a reseal. You got destroyed. Zelda. It's got the name Zelda, so it's gonna sell, even though it's for the GameCube. Thirsty. Look at this $900 GameCube game. And it's a collector's edition. Wow. I don't think I've seen this sell on here, but I know it's not going to be that rare. That's the thing you got to remember is these hard plastic cases are going to grade better than the old N64 NES cardboard boxes. More Zelda. Canadian version. Gonna pull lower value than the English one. Rolling deep. Appreciate y'all being here. Makes it a little less lonely, but feel free to leave whenever you need. Like I said, I'm gonna double this into a YouTube video, so I'll snip it up maybe a little bit, but want to keep, usually I'll do this myself, just keeping up with the markets, checking Heritage, checking PWCC, checking everything that's going on, just keeping up with market prices so I know what I'm doing. When people come to me, they want to sell something, I can give them a quick answer instead of having to go look at references and everything. So it's good knowledge to have for sure. Especially if you're out there in the wild looking at stuff or at a card show, it's good to keep up with the prices. It's definitely a skill behind it, and it takes a lot of time. I got a lot of friends reaching out asking me, is like, hey man, so you're doing well with Pokemon, what's going, like, what do I got to do? Is like learn. You gotta sit there and watch lots of YouTube and just get educated, and that goes with anything. If you sat and watched as much YouTube and learned about anything you want to do, you could probably sell real estate or do anything. Like, you just gotta invest the time in what you want to do. Like, that's why I do this late at night when the kids are asleep and the wife's working on her own projects. Just gotta keep on keeping on. Just can't just sit there and be lazy. Super Smash Bros. For the Wii. The Wii, though. Insane. See, seeing stuff like this just makes me want to go and buy all the Pokemon games. Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu's off the shelf. What is the PWCC reference so you can bid on their website? I don't understand the question. This is their website. You can't really bid on anything unless they've only ever done premier auctions. That's where you bid. But starting, I think, October 1st is when their auction goes live. And that's when you'll be able to bid on stuff. If that answers your question. See, I want to view. Can I filter by listed? I want to filter most active. That's nice. Recently added. So this is where you could, like, people watch eBay and keep refreshing to check the most recent listings. You could do the same thing here. These are all listed today. Probably a lot less eyes on it than eBay as well. Every time there's a sealed case on here, it sells for nothing. $38. You're literally better off opening it. It just sells for dirt, nothing. What do you think about the Prime cards from Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Haven't seen any full collection on eBay or any other places. Seen individual cards, but no full collections. Those cards are gorgeous. I had like a binder of like mid-modern is what I'd call it, like, or it's almost vintage now, I'd say. But they are tough to grade, low populations, selling for, like, I follow Pokenomics. He's got a bunch of that EX area and primes, and those PSA 10s are pulling some serious dough. But I love the way they look, that's for sure. Like, just the first one off the top of my head is the Ampharos Prime. That card is sick looking. For Alligator, love all those. I don't know. There's definitely value there in really high grades. Low PSA 8s and 7s, no, but they're definitely. It's also a smaller niche. There's not as many people looking for it, so they're tougher sells. Probably unless it's a higher grade. Any Sega systems growing up? Yeah, I had just a Genesis. I had the NES, and then I had the Genesis, and the only game I ever played on it was Sonic and the side-scroller Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that game was amazing. The there was a hockey game too, I think, that I played. But yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was my game. I liked that way more than Sonic. Wasn't a huge fan of Sonic. Yeah, so you don't see any sealed Sega games on here going for money. Yeah, there's a really limited amount of Sega games that pop through here. They haven't really had their time to shine. Why am I following this? Highlighted in yellow. Oh, it's just because it was up for bid. Batman Forever, though. Tell me not to buy this, because I really want to buy it. Yeah, there's Sega games out there, but they're not. They're also in the hard plastic cases. It's easier, a little bit easier than NES to get good grades, but there isn't Mario and Zelda, so it doesn't pull the big money. Like, there are some big games. Sonic is basically the one, and there's also short print titles that pull some money. But like this Batman Forever is going to be probably the most expensive Sega Genesis game you see sell for a long time. I got the full collection on PSA, but most likely I'll get them in 2 years. Yeah, Z&G Emporium you did through what was it? Not Gem Mint. I forget what he stopped doing it. I know he stopped doing it, but he's obviously still getting everyone's cards. Man, this is going too high. I really wanted to buy this. I can't do it. I didn't want to spend over $1,000. I didn't think it would go that cheap. I love Batman. That's my boy. But yeah, Z&G Emporium. What is it? Gem Mint? Graded Gem. Graded Gem. Yeah, he was pumping out cards. The PSA. What month did you submit them, Busho? I got a couple submissions from last year that I'm still waiting on. Yeah, Bo, I've been looking at like actually literally we've been peeping at some of this stuff on PWCC. But my personal collection, looking just for PSA 9 first edition hollows, I have 6 of the 10, and I'm also looking for like PSA 10 Zapdos cards. I got most of them from the Wizards of the Coast sets, except for the PSA 10 first edition one, because that one's over $5,000 ish. I don't want to spend that on one Pokemon card. Submitted in August, November. This month I sent the Prime cards. Shoot. So I submitted it in August and November. And then you said this month. Or yeah, so comma. Got it. There's a comma there. That's not there. Got it. I'm with you. Price seem to be cycling down or what? No. Pokemon today I sold a Shadowless Zapdos for $500 more than I bought it through Heritage. And I bought that quite a handful of months ago. It was like almost in the peak. So high graded cards have been selling really good, but if you're referring to video games, it seems I reviewed a couple of these past solds that they're right in line with some of the stuff that's been selling recently. We were looking at more of the expensive ones, but even this Batman Forever I want to check because I really wanted to buy this one. Yeah, so there's glad I didn't buy it. Wow, like that's Exhibit A right there. Well, this is a 9.8, A++. Man, I should have bought it. So this is a 9.8 A++, sold for $1,500, say. Yeah, that's not a bad deal for that. Like a 9.6 A+ is pulling $750. The price has gone up since September, which is obvious. Most prices have, so that it definitely didn't drop. So the prices are definitely still up since last year. People are a lot of people are speculating video game prices go down, but a lot of people are speculating it's going to be a lot like comics, which, as you see in Goldin's signature auction they're doing this month, comics are insane. And my whole logic behind it, video games, Pokemon, or comics, like the golden age of comics, the people that buy those are much older. They have their careers. Kids are they're empty nesting. So they're just bankrolling money. They're CEOs, which is why you're seeing these comics sell for millions of dollars consistently. And video games, sealed video games are really similar in quantity to comics. Like the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic was 2,500 prints. So there's going to be way less sealed Super Mario Brothers 3, you would think, than that, even though they made millions. So it's going to be interesting as our age group grows older, that grew up with the video games, the Pokemon, and more people start making more money's going to get thrown around. That's going to be pretty wild. Excited for the ride. What else we got coming up? And then some PlayStation finally. I literally don't even look at these boxes. Every time I see one of these boxes, I just assume it's in mass production. But one of these is gonna, because everyone probably does the same thing. One of these is probably gonna be some firebox, and it's just gonna go completely under the radar. Somebody's gonna steal it. Yes, I'm buying this right now. Blah blah blah. Catch up on shit. Nice living here. Right on. I don't know about the video game market. Well, it's just, yeah, you'll learn. You'll learn. It just, if you want to. It just takes time. Just bought TCG Legends of Johto Pinbox Collection 2 for 100. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Oh, appreciate you, man. Thanks for dropping in. It shows 8 concurrent viewers, and I have 7 likes, so you guys are legends. What's good, Mucky? What's good, man? Really sucks we don't have the print numbers on first edition. The Magic Gathering, they at least have an idea. That is completely true. Which is the best. Yeah, it's. I wish, man, it'd be sick to know the print numbers. You would think somebody like TCA Gaming would have locked down a Pokemon Wizards of the Coast employee and just interviewed them and got that. Maybe they did for their own personal gain. I don't know, but you would think an interview would have come out by now, something like that, revealing some type of numbers. Blazing Dragons. Another game I really want is Spyro the Dragon. That game's expensive. This game too. Every game I want just sells so high. It sucks. Apparently I only played the popular games because I really love this game. I played this so many hours with my sister. Right there with that Batman price, just right out of my. I don't want to spend that much. Digimon. The company the card game MetaZoo. That's one of the coolest things I've seen is that they're releasing and announcing every quantity of print run for every set. They said they're going to do that. I respect that. That's for dang sure. About time somebody does that. Pokemon, there ain't no way in God's green earth we'd ever get that data because they probably don't even know. They just hit the print button, tell them to run as much as they can, and never run enough. It's absolutely wild. Yes, Easter Bunny's big day. Like, this guy, Tim, we'll call him Tim, just sitting in his basement, looks over at a shelf, and he's like, you know, I've had this Easter Bunny game just chilling for the longest time. It looks really clean. I think I'm gonna get it graded. It is the most beautiful game I've ever seen. So I'm gonna spend $60. Usually they say the years on these. So when did this guy grade this? But this guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna send this in. There's some value to be had here. No. Right here's the date, and I freaking can't see it. This is one of the best parts. There it is. Oh, so okay. Sent it a year ago, so we didn't wait a year and a half to get it. A year ago, this thing had to be worth $1. What did it sell for? Now we're too zoomed in. Yeah, it just sold for $168. So yeah, last year, let's see. Yeah, it sold last year for $55. Yeah. That's the game right there. That's the game, everybody. What do you think? FAB and MetaZoo are overhyped. Those prices are not organic. 1000% yes for MetaZoo. It's insane. I look at the stuff on there. I'm like, damn, I should have bought some. Just did sell it and made so much money. But yeah, it's FAB. What the heck is FAB? What is FAB? I'm thinking I don't know. What the hell is FAB? I don't know. You're gonna say it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm dumb. That's exactly what's gonna happen. It's like, oh yeah. NBA Jam. Another game I really want for the Flesh. God, I knew it. I knew it was Flesh and Blood, bro. Flesh and Blood has been pumped severely by our friend Rudy at whatever, I forget his channel, something investments, Alpha Investments, and they did just have their first tournament and it pulled over 1,000 people live. Like, they're not on their computers; they were in a building playing the game. So I respect 1,000 people tournaments. So there's people playing it. MetaZoo has yet to do that. So you get the organic people playing it, then I'll start thinking about it. I know nothing about Flesh and Blood. I just know I have a friend that plays it, and he is a lot of money into it, and he likes playing it as a card game, which is what you need if you're a trading card game. Makes you worry that it'll crash. It took 20 years for the big game boxes to get those prices. Yeah, I really hope they do. You talking about video games now, or are you talking about Pokemon? But in video games, they'll release the pop reports here soon. At least I'm being told. So that'll help significantly. That'll help regulate everything in my eyes. But yeah, as far as trading card Pokemon, it did crash. There was base set boxes for $40,000. Now you could probably, if you had 15K cash, you could walk in there and buy it easily. Probably less than that. I think it's like 13,000 to 15,000 for a base set box now. And it was 40 at one point. That's again when Gary Vee was pumping it to the moon. So, which is what he's doing to NFT now. Yeah, it's gotta crash. You would think. Yeah, MetaZoo, it's gonna be interesting. If they pull 1,000-person tournaments and they get something behind it, I don't know. Where's the first edition one at? First edition. What? Going pretty good, Neil Kim. Going pretty good, man. Thanks for joining. Just sitting through this Heritage auction, looking at some of the Goldin auction stuff ending. This is ending on Sunday, by the way, if I didn't mention that. I think Sunday night at like 10 o'clock. I think I did mention that because I read that. Oh, the first edition one just sold for $360,000 through a auction site. Was it? I think it was Heritage. It was like a weird non-weekly auction like a week ago. Post that on my Instagram, man. You gotta follow my Instagram if you don't. There is tons of Pokemon games in this Goldin auction, though. Tons of them. This premier auction is insane. Literally, what is the cheapest thing? Sort by lowest price. The cheapest item's $1,000 in this auction so far. And there's 10 pages with 20 items per page. There's MetaZoo in here, actually. Let's see where that's at, just out of curiosity. Oh yeah, these are Kickstarter boxes. Current bid 11 grand. What'd you buy, Sean? Better not have bought my card. I'll be pissed. I'll have to invoice PWCC for pumping that sale. 7 viewers. Appreciate y'all being here. Would have been a lot less exciting. But I did do this last week, just as a recording, and it was a lot less exciting, let me tell you. A big WCWs. That was like the gold era of wrestling. Yeah, WCW WWF. That's all I remember. WWE, but I feel like that's still around. I don't watch it at all. What is this? Williams Arcade's Greatest Hits, WADA 9.2. Just before you waste your time grading some of this stuff, just do some research. I mean, if you did grade this early last year, you're probably making money. But, and yeah, that's a good note for anybody that is looking at these. You can look and see when people graded these on these boxes. Old 10, 16, 18. They came out in 2017. Was it 2017 or 2018? Can't remember. I know VGA was 2008. World Cup Golf. Who's on that? A Poliwhirl. I need a Poliwrath. Yeah, this stuff's wild. Like, honestly, they all take offers. People are on here to sell cards, so don't hesitate to make an offer. And a thing you could do is see, okay, you see all these cards are similar, listed on the same day. Send him an offer for all 3 cards, so he has all 3 of them in front of him. It's like, okay, this guy wants multiple cards, I'll cut him a deal. That's the only crappy thing about it, is you don't know if this Charizard and this Giovanni are coming from the same seller. So if you offer on both of them, there's a chance he won't cut you a deal. Yeah, so Sean, he just take the offer right away, $279. I'm guessing so, because that's might as well. That's not a bad deal. Grand Theft Auto trilogies. I love to see this thing selling for money. It's hilarious. This was like the first video, like literally, this is the first video game investment I made. I bought, I think, 10 of these trilogy boxes at $30 a piece. Because I saw that individually, the Vice City, GTA 3, and San Andreas were selling for about $30 a piece. Literally, I don't know, people just didn't realize that this existed then. It was pretty wild. It was pretty cool. So. Speaking of Chansey, what? Scott Hall, Scott Steiner was the best one. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, Sean, that was the time it took to get my counter offers or acceptance on these was like rapid fire. I wonder if they're required in the background to submit to PWCC and say, hey, accept it here, don't accept it here. That would be pretty interesting. Like if they give them the rock bottom price and PWCC will just accept it, because I find it hard to believe that all these people are that rapid to responding. But there is an app for PWCC, but it's trash right now. Actually, I think I figured it out last night. It might not be trash. You might want to check it out, but there is an app. So there's an app for Heritage too that works very well. The one from Evolutions is a issue. I heard somebody has 2 of them. Talking about Chansey? I said way too many words to remember what I was talking about. My apologies. My apologies sincerely. I really want to see what this goes off. Here we go. We got some Xbox 3 Saints Row coming up. Bioshock. This is the last one, Infinite. Not even mint. Saints Row, though, is pretty cool. Sopranos. It's the Sopranos. I don't have it here. I don't know if you guys saw. Did I post it on? I don't even think I posted it on YouTube. This is my most recent investment. This is the Microsoft 3.1, the first initial release of the flag logo. Because Microsoft 3.0 didn't have it, so I wanted to buy those because they look pretty sick. They're pretty huge. They'll present well on my shelf once I get an actual shelf, get out of my basement, and don't just have a rack. Really? So Chansey from Evolutions, you're saying, was Pop Zero forever. Now 210s are graded. Makes sense. Evolutions was printed terribly, and Chansey is the hardest one to grade from the set. Now I'm curious, so we're gonna look. Come on. I love looking up pop reports on stuff. 72. I've looked at this in a while. There are 72,000 graded XY Evolutions Pokemon cards. Wow. That's insane. Actually insane. And then I look at like a vintage Pokemon set like Pharaoh Servant, stuff like that. There's 3,000 graded Pokemon graded cards. Look at that price. Not a 9.8 and not an A++. The Connect. God, I'm glad they let that thing die. So I'm gonna look up Chansey, Control F. There is two. You were right, my good man. Two. That's wild, isn't it? That's crazy. Are you and would you get into collecting sports cards? Yes, I have sports cards. Let me show you the best sports card that's ever existed. Bam. Josh Green rookie card. That's me. No. I do have some sports cards, mainly just Detroit sports cards. And those players, that's the main thing. I am familiar with vintage sports card prices like Jordan rookies, sorry, I'm looking at this game. Gretzky rookies, the big money cards I'm really familiar with, so if I run across them, I know what I'm looking at. Um, Mainly more hockey, but yeah, I don't know who the lady in the pink is. She's the robot that's talking if I unmuted this. But I am not enough to be dangerous. There's a lot more I need to learn for sports cards. I went to a sports card show recently looking for Pokemon, and I'm not intelligent enough to go through sports card dollar boxes and find value. That takes a lot of learning. I'm about to buy this. It's going to keep going up. This should be $400. Yeah. Somebody else buys this, you're going to bid me up. Watch me win. Son of a. He cut bid me. Alright. So what he could do is a cut bid, which gives you right in between a regular bid. Outbid again. You're dirty. Alright. This is my last bid. These are all first edition cards. First edition Shadowless. Low grade, but I have a bunch of 5.5s. Yeah. See, it's getting to the point now where it doesn't make sense. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Sports cards, yeah. Dollar boxes, I'm trash. I got a lot to learn. Wish I did. I'm following YouTubers that do sports cards and have been learning, like field level, just different types of stuff going on, so that's good. Trying to get more dangerous, trying to broaden. I'm really good if I look at anything Pokemon, anything Yu-Gi-Oh, mostly anything video games. I know the value and how much money I can make at what price. See, this card is not first edition and is almost, it's half the price as those 3 first edition cards, even though one was a Machamp, higher grade, but not as much value there at all. Got a little behind here. Thought modern Pokemon was rough. Modern sports is insane, the amount of speculation. Yeah. That stuff's weird, which is cool. I like it. Like, the modern sports is a really strange dynamic. Because you're speculating on if this guy's going to do good. Whereas Pokemon, you know which Pokemon are good before they're printed. Just based on their arts and leaks, you know which ones are good. But you speculating on rookies, stuff like that, it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, I just saw your comment, Neil. I'll get to that. Completely just got tracked in the moment, but yeah, it's, I don't know, it's wild. Yu-Gi-Oh still finding itself. It still hasn't had a major boom period. I hope it doesn't, because I really want to buy a bunch. There's a bunch. I just might buy PSA 9s, but most everything first edition PSA 9 except Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, and LOB. Any other set PSA 9 first edition you can get for under $1,000, which is awesome. Secret rares, which is what I'm looking at. Who's the lady in the pink? Alright, I thought modern Pokemon was rough. Modern sports insane. Yep. Love for Marvel to get stronger in the graded community, but I fell back after getting burnt in year 2013. Yeah, some of the Marvel stuff's pretty crazy. Like I got a handful of Versus System, which was DC Marvel trading card game. It was pretty cool. The cut bids, like right here, I could do a cut bid. So the cut bid you'll see is $875, so I'm paying a little bit less than if I were to do a full bid. But you can only use one cut bid per auction. Like, not per auction, but per item. So if I bid here 150 and then he bids again and I do a cut bid, I can't do any more cut bids. I'll just be doing regular bids. So it's, they say you should never win off a cut bid, because I could look here and see the price change a little bit. So then I see, okay, he did a cut bid, so he's trying to swoop in and steal it. Then you bid again, and now he doesn't have a cut bid. It's beyond me. People don't really respect Shadowless unless it's mint. It's literally the beta of the hobby. Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite. It's definitely the set between the first edition and the base, but they also originally started printing them without the stamps at first. just to understand the cards, and then they add the stamp. So I'm surprised that hasn't come out yet. Like, obviously, all the Shadowless cards and first edition were printed with the same machines because they have all the same errors. They weren't changed, so it's pretty interesting stuff. Charizard can't sprint a leg. That's what Gary V said. That's why the prices went up. That's exactly Gary V's statement. Charizard can't sprain an ankle. He's Charizard. Oh, I gotta love Gary V guy. Hoping he talks about video games soon. He's been pretty quiet because he's been busy pumping NFTs. So that'll probably happen in some time, but that would be nuts. If as soon as celebrities start pumping video games, like you got streamers pumping them, buying them, collecting them, it'll be interesting if some celebrity pumps a video game because they're already outrageously priced. Trunk Charizard. I'm afraid of those vintage WotC packs now because they can be tampered. Yeah, it's always something to be afraid of. You gotta vet the seller, only sell from trusted people. Like, even on here, like, it's not even tampered, but they have terrible listing names. They're not selling any in this auction, it looks like. But they've been selling Shadowless packs, and they're not even true 100% confirmed Shadowless because they're not the long crimps. But they've been calling them Shadowless, and they've been selling at Shadowless prices, so hopefully they're not screwing people. But tampered stuff is robbing people. So just be smart and stay educated. Gary V pumped manga for half a second. Is that when he pumped Pokemon, or is that something else? That's interesting. Graded packs can be tampered. Well, it's been a actual article before where PSA did grade resealed packs before. The guy just messed up, I guess, while he was grading, but most of the time things encapsulated, you're in pretty good hands. You can check all PSA labels. You should see the PSA logo down at the bottom. Always cross-reference the cert number to the website. Make sure the card looks real, because most of the time if you're buying vintage Wizards of the Coast, it's some of the toughest stuff to replicate. Modern is scary, but it's really hard for them to replicate the back for some reason. They always get the coloring off. That's the biggest tell. When they replicate Wizards of the Coast cards, they're always putting it on new backs, like a new era back card. I don't have any right here. I just all old stuff. Yep, that was fail. I was going to show you, but that's one of the biggest things when they're making copies. That's selling for 216. That's not that good of a deck. 8.5 Articuno. That seems expensive. $264. We're going to look this up after it sells. And I think most of this stuff on here sells over market value. So this bid up on the internet. So pre this live auction, somebody bid $220. Wow. Somebody actually wants this live. $300 for a first edition Articuno in an 8.5 BGS slab. Interesting. BGS 8.5 Articuno. What did that card sell for? So there's 140, 0 bids. 7.5, buy it now. Look at sold listings. Yeah. It looks like this guy had to sell it a couple times because the guy probably didn't pay. But a best offer was accepted at 226, so it sold for under 226. And this card just sold for 276. $50 premium, and you're gonna have to wait a month because Heritage is not the fastest with getting cards. Yeah, I've been buying graded WotC graded packs for less than raw price. Yes. Have you been buying the ones in the new slabs or the old slabs where they folded the crimps? Blaze. I'd be curious. Those water blast, zap, and base deck shot up because the sealed hollow is being searched for grading. It was a matter of time. Yeah, those are tough. They put the hollow by the glue, and probably 7 times out of 10, it's got glue damage on the front of it, on the hollow. So it's tough. I feel like this deck is being purchased more for keeping sealed. It's not confirmed shadowless. It doesn't have a gold strip. Most people aren't cracking these out to grade them because, like I said, it is a pretty rough chance with the glue to get 10s out of those. 8.5. That seems high. $408. Jesus. What? I just read 408. Now it's saying 384. What the heck am I looking at? What am I? Oh, that was maybe the next bid. Got it. That ain't bad. No subgrades kills me. God, it looks terrible. New slabs I've been buying from Z&G. PSA 10 first editions are going for 40 and yeah, raw packs. The prices are insane. I want to look this up because maybe I should have sent all my CGs because I just sent 150 cards to Z&G Emporium for his auction. That will probably hit his channel on Sunday. Keep an eye out for those. Nothing too major. Kind of just wanted to get them off my desk. What was I looking up? Oh yeah, Dark Dragonite. CGC 8.5. Come on, I'm searching, bro. Come on. What? Yeah. 350. One off. Yeah. There you go. That's more like it. $299, best offer accepted, so it sold for less than that. $250, one bid. $250, one bid. Sure. $384. That's sold for $130+ over market value. There's quite a bit in here. What's this? PSA 8 first edition. Watch this thing pop. These have been getting cheap. PSA 9s are under $3,000. I wouldn't be spending nowhere near what that's already at. I hate it when cards slip by me. For those non-hollow Dragonites, easy to get. I never knew about its whereabouts. You're talking about the non-hollow error? No, they're never easy to get. Rusty from TCA Gaming, I don't think's ever pulled one, and he's opened hundreds of packs. Is that an 8? Yeah, that's an 8. Internet bid $1,088. Yeah, it's high. Yep. Yeah. They know who wants a PSA 8 to that. I guess some people. You got some shinings in this from CDC. Man. People are just throwing up the prayers on these. But if it forms anything like those other cards, they're going to make extra money. It just still blows my mind. That Dark Dragonite sold for $130 over the last hold on eBay. Like when I was actively buying stuff on here, I would see what's coming up. I would look on eBay, look at last solds. Okay, I don't want to go for this. Blissey, oh, this is a PSA 10. Yeah, I'm done at that. I'm done. Boom. Purchase, baby. PSA 10 Blissey. Neo Revelation. Feel like that was a decent value. It was $180 with a buyer premium. Check that out in a second. I want to watch some of these. 120. Freaking no subgrades. It kills me inside to buy a card without subgrades. Like this guy did him, screwed himself. Damn. Yeah. And a whole lot of those graded. There's one, $700. Yeah, that sold for $200 over the last sold. Alright, now I'm going to look up this Blissey and see how much money I might have just lost. PSA 10, Neo Revelation, Blissey. I want to say Gem Mint Pokemon just bought this same card in English. Top 1 for over $15,000. Crazy that just the difference. There's more pop probably. I'll look up the pop. That's what I'm more curious about. I want to watch some of these as they pop off though. Let's see, what did you think? You might have already looked it up. But if you haven't looked up if I lost or potentially made money off that Blissey, what do you think? Made or lost money? PSA 10 Japanese Neo Revelation Blissey for $180. I don't like buying boxes off of here like these because you can't get a good idea of condition. I bought a Shadowless theme deck off here and had a bend in the side. Like here you can see it's damaged. So I wouldn't buy that. Personally. Especially at the price. Broke even based on last solds. I'm gonna look at Pop Report. I love getting PSA 10s under $200 that are the Japanese and usually tough to grade. Punch in the number. PSA cert, look up. Come on. 534-89694. I have a photographic memory. Top 61. Pretty low. Not that low. That's why it's only $180. So, what was the card I just sold? It was Slow King. Similar. So I bought a Slow King similarly off Heritage for about the same price. It was Japanese, PSA 10, another card that's usually tough to grade in English. Pretty sought after for that reason. I just sold it and made like $75. I have the hardest time finding Japanese pop reports unless I have the cert in front of me, and that's definitely one I just sold, so I'm not going to find that one. Such is life. Almost done with the live Heritage auction. Check this out. This is the last one. That's it. It's done, actually. Last thing I wanted to check was the Goldin auctions. I wanted to look at, just filter for Pokemon, see how those are looking price wise. So again, this is ending on the Sunday, 10:30, 10-ish. And each auction site does it differently. So you just saw Heritage and how they do their auctions, and each item is presented with an auction block essentially, so everybody can bid on this item. Whereas this is more like eBay, but so when this ends in 3 days and 23 hours, it will open up for secondary bidding only to the people that have bid on the item. So this has 5 bids on it. So if there's no more bids at the end of this 3 days and 23 hours, only those 5 people will be able to bid on the item to fight for it, which is pretty interesting. I like it. I've never done it, so this might be the first time I do it on Sunday. Can't wait to check it out. If you haven't already, though, you should definitely smash the like button. Get me over 10 likes. That would be awesome. So looking at some of this Pokemon stuff. So this is a PSA 10. I remember looking at it, and it doesn't look like a PSA 10. It's got some whitening for certain. Got an old cert. Yeah. That right there is not a 10. I want to say it was 2 corners had that. Yeah. This is not going to be breaking any records. That's for sure. You got the whitening in the top right. You got whitening in the bottom left. And it's a PSA 10. Crazy. Which is probably why it's only at a 140 instead of the 250 or whatever the last holds were, 350. Lose track. All these Pokemon games are pretty high. Yes, 100%. A lot of PSA 10s with older certs are much lower value, much lower grading scale. Basically, they're slapping stuff on there because they didn't really have the value back then, so they didn't take. It wasn't in the hands of an expert grader. Essentially, I definitely agree with the 8.5, which is pretty insane that it's got the 10 label, and somebody here is literally just buying the label and not the card, which is nuts. Time is it 10:40? Doing good. We're doing good. Appreciate you guys smashing that like button. This I find pretty cool. This is like an uncut Japanese sheet. You don't see these very often. I think it's pretty looking. I like the hollow on the outside of it. Pretty cool. They got a squirrel trophy up to 40 grand. PSA 10, 1996. It's got the. These are nice little lots. This is a 103 of 102 complete set. The only thing is you don't know the conditions on these because you can't see front and back really, I don't think. Any play promos so far? Not in this Goldin auction. I haven't seen any yet. I haven't gone to the next page, but yeah, I haven't seen any U series uncut sheets either. Well, like the example, this one here, 103 of 102 card set. Current bid 30,000. The Charizard alone is selling in a PSA 9 for like 22 to 30,000 depending on condition. So just might be some opportunity. You got to have a lot of capital, but there's opportunity. Or you can just buy this mint 9 for 10 grand. God knows it'll sell higher, but there's a lot of Charizards coming. Uncut fossil sheet. Everybody and their brother has one of these. This is cool. This is the non-hollow Trainer Deck B Blastoise. In a PSA 10, this thing is going to sell for a decent amount. So there's a Trainer Deck A and a Trainer Deck B. Trainer Deck A has Machamp. The only way you'll buy the non-hollow Machamp. I think it's also the only Machamp ever to come without a first edition stamp. There's more lots here. Complete set, 63 to 62. Like, that's... What are grades on these? These 9s, too. Like, this Dragonite alone in a PSA 9 first edition is probably $1,000. So, 1750 divided by 62 cards. It's cheap per card ratio. PSA 10. Now, this has got a Zapdos on it. I need one. Damn. Tropical Medical Battle. Current bid $24,000. This is a Green Wing deck, but you don't know if it's long crimp, which is kind of shady. 10 grand's cheap right now. The vetting process to get into a Goldin auction is a lot more. Like if I wanted to, I couldn't go and just bid on this $65,000 item. I gotta have proof of funds or proof of the available credit line, and they actually, you gotta send them screenshots and stuff to prove it, which is good. PSA 10, PSA 10. They were not messing around when they put this block together. They put some fire in here. Signed by Arita. Bristol lot, 12 grand, all 10s. I think this Charizard alone goes for like 15 grand. Oh yeah, did anyone ever find that PSA 10 SSB trophy card that got stolen? Not that I am aware of. I think she's still out there in limbo. See this? I don't know why they're doing these in lots. Because they're going to be losing money. Plus, the seller wanted to do them in lots, but there's a lot more people that would rather just buy just a Mudkip or just a Torchic than all three, and they're going to pay less to get all three than they would if they bought them all individually. Oh, especially like this. What an L. Like, they're probably going to get this 3-card lot for just over the Rayquaza price alone. All the time that happens. Ishihara promo. That's expensive. $132,000. Only a PSA 7. There was only a handful of these given out. Okay. Alright. Yep. Got some modern in here. Jesse and James, and the rest of them are the these are our friend Stevie Aoki, King Pokemon's doing another box break. They did this kind of at Heritage. That was through Logan Paul, his last box break, but this is similar. But they're doing this is a bid where you win a Shadowless pack, a first edition pack, and an unlimited pack. So you get 3 packs if you win this auction. And they started at 5,000, and I saw one of them is at 6,500. So it'll be interesting to see how those pop off. Yeah, this Charizard is only at 1,000. Remember when King Pokemon was opening? Yeah, King. He's old, man. He's getting older, right? So he probably don't open packs as friendly, because I definitely have seen sometimes where he's opened some packs and it was definitely not handled with the gentle handling that I would do with my giant hands. You gotta be gentle. Is it true that you gotta catch them all? Hell no. You go broke. I caught too many already, let me tell you. Trying to buy a house. He's being a crab, pretty much. Yeah. It is about my bedtime, even though usually I go to bed around 1 a.m. and it's only 11. I need to get some more water. Thinking about playing some Rocket League. Do appreciate all you coming out. If you haven't, smash the like button. I do appreciate it. Sub if you're haven't subbed. I try and post at least every other day, if not daily content on here regarding Pokemon, video games, different markets going on. So appreciate you guys following me. It's been a good time. Might do it again next Tuesday. Like talking, answering questions. So yeah, I slap in Rocket League, bro. Just slap. Just I get handsy and just destroy kids in Rocket League, because it's like it's my stress reliever, just clapping kids in Rocket League. So anybody wants to get their hands get destroyed in Rocket League, let me know. Shoot me a message on Instagram. Play on the Xbox. I guess you can play cross-platform, so might get on there for a minute. So that is it. Y'all have a good one. Peace.